Good afternoon, traders. It is Thursday, July 23rd, 2015, and the U.S. stock market is closed. You know, before I became a trader a long time ago, I was a psychologist, and it's one of the paradoxes of human behavior or human psychology is that we sometimes get more anxious with success than we do with failure. And for traders, you know, what that oftentimes means is when you lose a bunch of money, you get kind of depressed and slow down a little, but you really don't get too anxious. It's almost like some people actually expect to lose. And when they lose money, they're just confirming their expectations. But when traders start making money, it can create a lot of anxiety, and I certainly know that from experience over many years. Today we made money, but it was really a high anxiety day for me, and I will explain that a little more with examples and everything. I've been wanting the Dow to go down, and I'm very happy with what happened today. We took it down another notch. Dow fell 119 points. I haven't looked, but we're getting pretty close to my first red line there, and you know, significantly, we're making money while the Dow's falling. That's that's really good, because when this thing turns around and goes higher, we should make a lot of money when the rally comes out of these levels. You know, there's still plenty of sellers in the market, but there are a lot of buyers too. So I'm very pleased to see the Dow down at these levels. We closed out $14,000 positive in closed out trades today. Now that's really good, no question about that being really good. What's got my anxiety is up is we are carrying $706 in open trade equity going into tomorrow. Now you might think, well, what's to do? You had a quiet day, didn't you? Dow's down. No, we didn't have a quiet day at all. We closed out one outlier trade today, and we got into two new outliers, and we're actually carrying one positive for $7,000, another positive for $9,000. I'm going to show you both those in a second, but it's pretty unbelievable that with one $7,000 trade, another $9,000 trade, that we're only up $706 in our open trade equity. And the reason being is we got into 13 trades. 3 of them were positive. 2 of those are the outlier trades, and 10 were negative. I mean, we got into 2 absolutely fabulous trades, and we have 10 really crappy ones. And that's what's pulling us down. And watching this, you know, yin and yang with fabulous trades versus a bunch of crappy ones really was kind of stressful on me today. So anyway, I'll stop my babbling. Let's look at some specific trades, and I will show you the worst of the bad ones first. This first one is in Digital Ally. It's a new stock. I think everything I'm showing you today is new. You know, I've complained about the new stocks, but we're starting to get some good trades out of some of them, but this wasn't one of them. This is Digital Ally, and you can see what happened here. We get this big spike up. We had another trade like this just a little while back. You know, it's just like they seem like they're running our stops, although I don't know, it's hard to say. But we got into this and it immediately failed, and we are down $5,000 in Digital Ally. You know, There was just, after they do this, the thing comes back down, and then there's very little activity for the rest of the day. We're still holding it. We're not out of it yet. My research shows, probably best hang on to that. There's always a chance it'll come up a little. Not going to go positive. We're not going to make money on this, but it might come up a little tomorrow for us to exit. We'll see. Anyway, very bad trade. And without this $5,000 negative, you could see we would be carrying a pretty positive open trade equity. As it is with this, we're under $1,000 for our open trade equity just because of this one lousy trade. Now, after complaining about this, let's look at 3 outliers. I mean, it's pretty incredible in one day. This first one, I think I showed you this yesterday. This is Bozun, and I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. We had gotten into this on Tuesday, right at the end. It snapped up this yesterday, had this beautiful run, and it went up some more today, and we ended up getting out here. That's a really nice exit, folks. We made over $8,000 in Bozun. Just a beautiful trade. Love it. And obviously that contributed a lot to the $14,000 we closed out. That was a very good one. Let me show you a couple of the things that we got into today. After getting out of one outlier, we got into 2 new outliers that we are carrying. This first one is PRLB, that's Proto Labs. Again, it's a new stock. I don't know if we've had a trade, or at least if we had a trade, there's only one. This is really new, and yesterday we got into this. This is tiny little pop out of a very congested area, and it actually closed against us yesterday and then just exploded today to the top side. I didn't like this little pullback at the end, but I'm hoping that was just day traders taking the profits. It's recovered some of this in the aftermarket. Hopefully we can get out of this, but without any problems. We're up over $7,000 in Proto Labs. So just a beautiful trade. And I'll show you the last one, which is probably the best one of all. I mean, this is just unbelievable. This is TANH, that's Tantech Holdings. Again, a new stock for us. Look at this breakout. I mean, we're just flatlining yesterday, and suddenly this thing explodes. And where we got in here this was easy to get into. We didn't get slipped on that at all. Really easy to get into. We got into it before the fireworks really started, and then it just screamed. And we are holding, believe it or not, $9,000 in Tantech. Oh God, I want so bad to take the profits in this, and whenever we get that high, I just, we had one in EC a while back, that was way up, and then it pulled back the next day, and I'm just looking at both these ones in Proto Labs and Tantech, and just praying they don't pull back, but we'll just have to see. Anyway, $9,000 in Tantech, so fantastic. So we made $14,000 in closed out trades today. That's real good. Even in spite of this horrible thing in Digital Alley and 10 losing trades that we're carrying going into tomorrow, I can't be pessimistic when we're getting 2 of these big trades in a single day. This is really good, and this volatility is fabulous. This volatility spells big profits for us. both now and in the future. This is what we want. We make money with volatility. The markets don't have volatility. We can't do anything. So I'm very pleased with this. This is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you tomorrow on Friday.